What's up? We're back with more MLB The Show. Today we're going to be kicking off a new franchise until the OSF rosters come out. We are going to be using these rosters with the top 250 prospects. But this is not the permanent franchise. This is just a preliminary franchise in the run-up to the OSFM rosters, which should come out around the time the game gets released for the PS4. But I'm not going to play it for the PS4. We'll stay on PS3 with our franchise because I'll be used to the mechanics by then. I won't have to relearn an entire new game. But we're picking the New York Yankees. What we're going to try and do is, instead of doing like a rebuild or a build-up, we're just going to trade younger prospects for older, experienced players just to make one run at the World Series. If we don't win the World Series in year one, I'm probably not continuing it because I know over half the team's going to retire. First move, trade for Marco Scutaro. We did give up a B potential prospect, which actually, the way they did the potential this year is really weird. B is good and A is outstanding, which I like. And C is not terrible. But we traded Kelly Johnson for Martin Prado, which I thought that was a fair deal. We actually got that trade proposed to us, and we need bullpen help definitely. So we went and signed a couple of relievers. We signed Ryan Madsen, the former closer, who will be probably playing a setup role for us, and we signed Cristian Martinez, who we hope can improve it. So here, our pitching rotation exactly like real life: Sabathia, Kuroda, Nova, Tanaka, and Pineda. And then our lineup, actually this doesn't change, but it's Ellsbury, Jeter, Beltran, Teixeira, McCann, Soriano playing DH, Scutaro, Prado, and Gardner. Ichiro missed like the first half of the season, and by the time he comes back, Jacoby will go out, so he'll be playing center field. I like the lineup, though. We have a lot of hitters on our bench, too. We have Francisco Cervelli, a few others, too. He's among the notables. So we're playing this game against the Blue Jays. This is actually going to be Tanaka's MLB debut. Now, we're 3-0, and they are 3-1 to start out the season. We'll be 3-4 with the Rays in the opening series of the season as we swept the Astros. Here's our lineup. Soriano, Scutaro, Prado. They don't change every once in a while when I play because I did only do one game for this episode. Their pitcher is Chad Jenkins. I did only one game for this episode, but in the future, I'll probably do entire series of games and just do the overall highlight. So here in the top of the first inning, Carlos Beltran takes the plate. And the first pitch he'll take into right field over the diving second baseman for a single. So one of the new acquisitions in this offseason gets on base right here. And now we got Marco Teixeira taking the plate. He is going to strike out. Didn't even take a swing. Chad Jenkins has a almost 1-2-3 and he gives up a hit. So they have Reyes, Cabrera, Encarnacion, Bautista, Lowry, Kratz, Rasmus, Dion Navarro, and Meiser for us. That's pretty much their opening day in real life. So here, Tanaka, first pitch ever thrown a ball to Jose Reyes. But later in that at-bat, down 1-2, or up 1-2, he's going to throw a change-up or something right there. And Reyes is going to strike out. Masahiro Tanaka, instead of giving up a home run on his first at-bat like he did in real life, he's going to strike out the batter. Alright, so now Encarnacion is at bat, a 1-2 count at the end of this inning, and he is going to line this one for a base hit. So, in this third inning of action, Tanaka has a strikeout, make that 2 strikeouts and a hit. A really good slash line, didn't walk anyone, only threw about 15-20 pitches, which is pretty good for this game. I like to work the count on. We're at Lowry at bat. We didn't get anything going in our half of the inning. 1-2 count. Tanaka kicks and deals and strikes him out. Third strikeout, 4 batters. 5 batters, rather. Alright, Colby Rasmus, what do you think he's going to do here? Well, he's actually going to get a base hit. So, they have a man on base with 2 outs in the second inning. It's the second inning in a row that's happened. Oh, forgot to throw that cutoff and clicked the wrong button. Dion Navarro at bat. He is going to line straight out to Scutaro, which is going to end the inning. We're tied 0-0 after 2. New York will be batting. Brett Gardner is going to get things started on. He has a long at bat here. Full count, and he gets walked by the pitcher. So he's going to be on base. And what do you think he's going to do when he's on base? He's going to steal. Jacoby at bat. He's a contact hitter, so we feel if Brett Gardner's on second, he can go home with a hit, and that's exactly what happens here. Gardner scores, Jacoby's on first. He'll probably get a steal too. Gardner slides in. Yankees up 1-0 in the early third inning. So This is actually Jeter's at bat after Ellsbury got a hit, and Ellsbury gets a steal right here. So Derek Jeter can get anything going that at bat. Beltran here, though, is going to hit this one deep, and it is going to be out of here. It puts the Yankees up 3-0. The Toronto Blue Jays third inning with that home run from Beltran. He's having a great season in this franchise. Jenkins is irritated with that because he gave up 3 runs in that inning alone as Beltran runs around the bases. Joe Girardi's excited. He's got everyone in the stadium pumped up here, even though it is Toronto. A lot of New York fans. So here now Teixeira is at bat, and he is actually going to get a hit to the opposite field, which is surprising for him. Doesn't want to hit to the inside of the field. That's why the shift was the way it was. He was a full hitter. McCann here beat the fly out, but a fly out nonetheless. So it's going to end the inning. We used to get 3 runs out of that inning. 2 from this beautiful home run by Carlos Beltran into the deep seats of the Blue Jays Stadium, the deeper ballpark that is used to playing in the Yankee Stadium this season, although we haven't played a home game yet this year. So, Tanaka back on the mound. His Turris is going to strike out here. It's caught, trying to check his swing on that slider. But that was all that happened. Notable that inning was just line out. Jacoby Ellsbury gets on base once again in this hit. A single left field. Beltran now with a full count. Runner on second, and he gets a hit, which I wanted to drive him home, but he held up. I don't know why he did that, but we're going to have 2 men on base. Teixeira is at bat, and he is going to hit this one out deep, but so we didn't get anything out of that inning, and we should have had 1 run. But Tanaka here facing Eric Kratz in the 5th inning. Hasn't given up a run yet. That's going to change right here. Kratz gets this one deep. It is out of here. People, we give up the Eric Kratz second at bat. But it's the first run given up by Tanaka to full 4 innings. So it's a really good day for him. That's about what we do. This game was just on last night. Blue Jays fan. I am a Blue Jays fan, by the way. Blue Jays and Mets. Bautista back here. He is going to strike out on the inside. Well, it's Rasmus actually, not Bautista. I don't know why I put Bautista on my notes. Gianna Navarro's at bat now, and he's going to line this one to the right field. Fielded by Beltran, but he's still on base with a single. And so they don't get anything else that inning. And Kratz's home run is the only scoring play for them so far through 5 innings. Melky Cabrera's at bat now, the man who hit the home run straight out to Teixeira, the best fielder, first baseman in the MLB. So now Tanaka back on the mound, still on the mound, and he strikes out Encarnacion full count, very close, being a walk several times. I think that actually ended Tanaka's day, though. I believe he would be taken out in the 7th inning. Before the 7th inning. He might not have been, but he might have been. So here's your 6th inning recap. Beltran's 3 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBI and a run scored. Eric Kratz has a home run, and Tanaka's pitched 6 innings with 4 hits and earned runs, 6 Ks, more Ks than hits given up. Gardner at bat is going to single down into about center field, actually, right center field. So he's going to be on base here, and he's going to try and steal, but I believe he actually will see what happens. Oh no, Kobe lines this one out to the outfield, and Gardner does hold up the second. I was thinking about going for third just because his speed would get him there, but he ended up playing it safe. Jeter at bat's going to bunt, trying to advance the runner so that if he get a hit, he can score. And Jeter actually is a really close play at first, but he almost got him, but he doesn't end up getting out. And Beltran make that 4-4 with this hit to left field, drives in both. There's no way. This isn't even close to the plate and the first man. Beltran's on first, and he drives in 2 more runs, which is 4 guys in this game so far for Carlos Beltran, showing he was well working out. And Tanaka did stay in for the 7th, but this is all that happened. Teixeira bobbles this, but he does throw it steps up the bag, gets the final out of his outing. He pitched 7 innings, and he gave up 4 hits. A very good day for the Japanese import, showing that he was worth the money. Navarro strikes out to, I believe, it's Ryan Madsen, or Andrew Bailey. It's Andrew Bailey. Meister is Torres at bat, gets a hit right here. But that's all that would happen for the Blue Jays. I believe the rest of this game, it's almost over. Melky strikes out right here. That was the end of the 8th inning where we had Andrew Bailey in. We brought in Cristian Martinez for the final inning, and he had a 1-2-3 inning. Lowry strikes out here. He went over 4 on the day. So the Yankees end up winning 5-1 over the Blue Jays. Tanaka gets the win. I don't remember who their pitcher was, but he gets the starter gets the loss. They only score 1 run on the home run by Eric Kratz, the backup catcher. You're going to see the line score to end the game, the box score, 2. Beltran was the player of the game with 4 hits and 4 RBI. So you'll see all that information at the end. Next episode is going to be the Subway Series, all 4 games against the New York Mets. So watch out for that.
Score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Rogers Center, 50,500.